Here is the charliesports.com Week 15 Sunday Football Sports Wrap. Early game scores and summary. Dallas Cowboys 30, Carolina Panthers 14. The Cowboys forced 4 Panthers turnovers and swarmed quarterback Bryce Young. Micah Parsons and Osa Odigizua feasted on the Panthers' offensive line, particularly on the left side. After stacking positive weeks, despite not generating wins, Bryce Young missed throws and turned the pigskin over 4 times, with 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. Kansas City Chiefs 21, Cleveland Browns 7. Sometimes, the difference between a winning and losing team can be found in the 50-50 plays. Kansas City won all of them on Sunday. Each time the Browns put the ball on the turf, the Chiefs were there to pounce on it. The Jameis Winston era in Cleveland, as brief as it has been, might have just ended. Houston Texans 20, Miami Dolphins 12. The Texans and Dolphins were locked in a tight game, with Houston leading, 13-6, early in the third quarter. That was when DeMeco Ryans greenlit a beautiful fake punt that ended up in the hands of Dare Ogunbowale, who motored 35 yards into the red zone for a game-changing play. The Dolphins were virtually in a win-or-else game against the Texans, and as hard as they fought on both sides of the ball, Tagovailoa's 4 turnovers were ultimately the difference in the crushing loss. New York Jets 32, Jacksonville Jaguars 25. Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams' day started with a missed connection by inches on a deep pass, followed by a drop by Adams. Without starting quarterback Trevor Lawrence or trusty tight end Evan Engram, Jacksonville's game plan didn't take a genius to figure out. Get the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. Washington Commanders 20, New Orleans Saints 19. Commanders sprint out of the gate, hold on late. Jaden Daniels returned to the Bayou and diced up the hometown team early. Rattler sparks furious comeback bid. Interim coach Darren Reitze tapped Jake Heener to open the game. It was the wrong call. Baltimore Ravens 35, New York Giants 14. Lamar Jackson fumbled on the Ravens' first possession, and they were surprisingly conservative on their second, punting for the first time on 4th and 1 this season. DeVito ruled out with concussion as Giants pivot at QB again. The Giants have now pivoted to their 4th quarterback this season after losing Tommy DeVito on Sunday. Cincinnati Bengals 37, Tennessee Titans 27. Burrow leads Bengals to wild win. Joe Burrow's first pick thrown was as much a result of a great defensive play as it was the quarterback making an anticipatory, coverage-based throw without first checking for danger. In the lead-up to Sunday's game, Titans coach Brian Callahan spoke positively about Will Levis's recent improvements, especially in how he'd avoided giving away possession over the last 6 weeks. Late games. Arizona Cardinals 30, New England Patriots 17. Cardinals running back James Conner maximized the few opportunities he saw on Sunday, producing 110 yards off 16 carries, 6.9 YPC, and 2 touchdowns in what was a comfortable win against a lowly 3-win team. It's pretty much well known at this point, but finding a comprehensive evaluation of Patriots rookie QB Drake May was an especially frustrating process on Sunday. Indianapolis Colts at Denver Broncos 31, Indianapolis Colts 13. Bo Nix threw a season-high 3 interceptions to mark his second straight multi-pick game. The Broncos' defense and special teams stepped up to ensure a 4th win in a row. The final score might suggest Indianapolis was greatly outmatched, but the Colts actually led from their opening drive until a minute into the 4th quarter. Buffalo Bills 48, Detroit Lions 42. Fresh off a 42-point showing in a loss to the Rams, the Bills simply resumed their prolific production Sunday. Lions' defensive injuries finally become a problem. Like in a torturous dental appointment, the teeth have been yanked from Detroit's defense this season. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 40, Los Angeles Chargers 17. The Bucs brought the boom in the second half. On back-to-back Bucs snaps, Mike Evans scored on a 57-yard TD strike, and then Bucky Irving blasted off for a 54-yard run. L.A.'s defense got gashed, and the offense couldn't stay on the field as Jim Harbaugh's club dropped back-to-back games in 3 of the last 4. Philadelphia Eagles 27, Pittsburgh Steelers 13. Eagles passed their way to statement victory over Steelers. They went out and threw the ball with authority in a dominant win over the Steelers. For the Steelers, their season arc will center on next week's critical matchup against the Ravens in Baltimore. Sunday night. Green Bay Packers 30, Seattle Seahawks 13. Green Bay defense ground streaking Seahawks. Seahawks sluggish before/after Geno injury. Thank you for visiting charliesports.com sports wrap page. We can't wait to recap again next week on this page.